This is great news ever to Pastor Chris. Is it really true that she visited Pastor Chris during his birthday? It's difficult to believe this. Let's get to know what is really happening between the two. Dear listeners, for more details and what is really happening between the two, remember to subscribe to our timely infos so as not to miss our other interesting videos coming next. We will always keep you informed on the reality and real facts. Are they planning to remarry? What really happened before leading to divorce? Where are they both now? All this will be answered in this video. Let's get started. Since Pastor Chris Oyakhilome and Pastor Anita Ebhodage's divorce, it has been reported that he has found a new wife, and that she has remarried as well. Find out what is up and down here. After the divorce between Pastor Chris Oyakhilome and Pastor Anita Ebhodage, there have been many rumors about remarriage, for both of them. In 2014, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome and Pastor Anita Ebhodage announced that they were separating. 2 years later, their marriage officially ended, and the divorce was finalized. The split came as a shock to members of Pastor Chris Oyakhilome's church, Christ Embassy. He founded it in Nigeria in 1987, and his then wife, Pastor Anita Ebhodage, joined it as a minister while they were married. Many Christ Embassy members saw them as the perfect couple that not only shared their lives with each other but also their passion to spread the word of God. Since the divorce, people all over the world, but especially in Pastor Chris Oyakhilome's native Nigeria, started to wonder what drove the couple to divorce. Rumors about remarriage on both sides started spreading. It was even reported that Pastor Chris Oyakhilome and Pastor Anita Ebhodage were back together. However, the couple has denied being reunited and having remarried other people. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome's early years. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome grew up in a Christian household, which inspired him to become a pastor later in life. He studied at Edo College and was awarded a scholarship to study architecture at Bendel State University. It was during this time that he started to feel the necessity to establish a community around the joy he felt in God. Therefore, he founded Youth for Christ, a student fellowship. It became one of the most popular fellowships on campus, as a large number of students joined it. Due to its popularity, the organization ended up serving as a foundation of the future Christ Embassy, which Pastor Chris Oyakhilome founded in 1987. Since then, family members have joined Christ Embassy and taken on a variety of roles in the church. His brother, Reverend Ken Oyakhilome, and his sister, Kathy Wagarin, among others, are essential members of Chris Embassy. How Pastor Chris and Pastor Anita met. Anita Ebhodage, while they both studied at Bendel State University, which later changed its name to Ambrose Alley University. Not much is known about Pastor Anita Ebhodage, but she is of Swiss origin. The couple got married in 1991 and had 2 daughters in 1993 and 1995, Carissa Sharon Oyakhilome and Charlene Oyakhilome. Like her then husband, Pastor Anita Ebhodage has dedicated her life to the church and her family. While married to Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, she was a pastor at Christ Embassy and led the UK branches of the church, as she mainly lived in London. She still does to this day. Remarriage? New wife? What is up and down? In 2014, a rumor of Pastor Chris Oyakhilome and Pastor Anita Ebhodage divorcing started spreading. Later that year, the couple announced that they were separating. In 2016, the final divorce papers were signed. Despite efforts to keep the details of the divorce to themselves, many rumors arose. According to some rumors, Pastor Anita Ebhodage had a new husband. People thought so because she posted an entry on her website using the name Anita Ebhodage Schaefer. The Schaefer last name made several people think that she had moved on with her life and remarried after Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. However, she has stated that she has not remarried. Additionally, she has made it clear that she is no longer part of Christ Embassy and has not been so since the divorce. As for Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, some news sites have reported that he has remarried. However, the minister remains single, he has stated. What happened to Pastor Chris after the divorce from Pastor Anita? Since the divorce, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome has spoken about marriage problems and remarriage at some of his services. He maintains that it is essential for believers to share life with the correct person. Still, it is also normal to face problems in marital life, he has claimed. While continuing life on his own, he has also kept on leading Christ Embassy. In recent years, he has, for instance, donated food, hygiene products and other necessities to people in need during the COVID-19 pandemic. He led that campaign through his non-governmental organization, the Pastor Chris Oyakhilome Foundation International, Kofi. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you got real information. Keep praying for the two, hopefully one day the two may reunite. That is our prayer. Thanks so much for watching.